3, 2, 1. Hello, brothers, and welcome to the TCW podcast. I'm your host, Trauma. On my left, or your guys' right, we have Gambit, who's the owner, I believe, of GEV1. On my left, we have the winner of last week's, or last month's at this point, armor contest. Trap. What's your other name? Not Mackenzie. Trap and Bazzy. Bazzy. Most people know you as Bazzy. To the right of him, and on the very far left for you guys, we have Scythe, a newer trooper to TCW. But that's all the introductions we're going to do for right now. I would like to get more in-depth introduction from each of you. So starting on my right, Scythe, just give a small introduction of yourself and who you are and what you do.
I'm Scythe, and I used to be Havoc. I'm in Tango Company, as you can see by the colors, and I'm excited that Tango Company is up and running now. It used to be just like a tiny little squad, but now it's a company, and I'm excited to be a part of it, and I can't wait for the future.
Wonderful. I cannot wait for the future either. We got a ton of stuff planned. Trap, introduction of yourself.
I'm Trap, Warrant Officer Trap. I'm the one running Tango Company. And yeah, I'm really happy I got Tango Company up and running. And yeah, I'm about to become a fully trained officer. About to be in the program.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Gambit, yourself?
My name's Gambit. You also know me. If not, I own GEV1. I've been owning it for 3 years. Started out as a clan, and now we're more going into RP like TCW has. So yeah, that's about it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well,
Also,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm very dramatic.
Hey, that's good. That's good. I'm not, so we need that. Thank you so much, Gambit, for coming on the podcast. We really appreciate you here. So I do not believe we have any announcements to make other than the fact that Rex has been rumoring some sort of event or RP over the weekend and very cool stuff happening that I've been let in on, but I don't want to tell you, but cool shit's going to happen. Anyway, we're going to start off by basically congratulating Trap on your victory of the... Oh, God. I'm sorry if I'm a bit slow today, guys. I am very tired. But Trap, congratulations on winning the armor contest. Well done on the armor. Beautiful chest work. If you could just show off the wonderful craftsmanship you have on the chest. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. That's what's
Strut your shit.
For real though. But I think a big question that a lot of people were wondering when the podcast came out on this is, how did you make the lines so smooth? Yeah, take your time, Gambit. How'd you do it? Like, the armor's so smooth, almost like you just drew it. It doesn't seem Rec Room compatible.
Honestly, I just use uniform shapes and just use ribbon too.
I have no idea.
Ribbon, uniform shapes, and yeah.
All right, I have no idea what any of that means, but you make it seem easier than it really is. I've done some armors. I've commissioned some armors from you, and all of them have turned out beautifully. So definitely, Trap, amazing armor guy. I know we have some other great armor guys in TCW. I think Tech is one of them. Private Tech, he's newer around here. I've seen him put out some good stuff. And then there's another one in the 501st. Do you know who it is? It's either Doomsday or someone else does armor in 501st besides you. I don't know.
I got no idea.
But anyway, also wanted to get into
didn't Tech start like... Wait.
Tech does armors.
The guy that started like all that drama? Wait.
Did he? I just remember him doing armor
about
stuff.
the hanger and stuff.
About that was BS. I honestly don't need to give a crap about that. But other than that, you do a lot of armors, Trap. Do you have any other armors you could showcase for us that necessarily you didn't want to put in the armor contest, but you have like saved or you've made that are really cool as well?
Honestly, I'm just gonna put up Tango Company.
All right.
Because I remade the entire Tango company.
That is right. That's right.
The WW.
Right here, it says Edge. Over here's Havoc. Ox is really simple. No need to put them. And then Scythe. These three have a lot of things, like a lot of tubing, ribbon, etc.
I can tell. Yeah. That's very nice. Very nice.
Especially Edge.
Can you move him down
Yeah,
a
I'm
bit?
not into the Clone Wars.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Okay,
what's
we'll
your
get to
plan
that.
about?
We'll get to that in a second. But Scythe, I was wondering, do you do any armor creation as well, or do you just like hang out with Trap a lot?
I'm not amazing at armor. I think I'm not very good at it. I usually just hang out while it makes it, and that's basically it.
Alright.
I mean I'm a little good at fixing clipping sometimes, but that's really it.
All right. One last question. Actually goes to Gambit on the armor. Gambit, what are your impressions of Trap's Tango Company armor?
Look at me. It's alright for clone armor, I'm gonna be honest. Like, when it comes to me, I'm an Imperial boy. Like, I like my Imperial shit.
I see. I got you.
Kind of biased. Like, it still looks good. I'm not gonna shit on it, but like,
You an Imperial
you know,
boy?
like,
Yeah,
I'm in
but
real
no,
world. I
we're
don't
talking
like
about
the
we're just talking about tubing, the tubing work, the ribbon work.
oh, the tubing work itself. Did you make the symbols on it and everything?
Yeah.
I want you to know I'm a harsh critique. Just want you to know that going forward. Yeah, I mean, there's some things right there that I would change personally about the chest plate
There's like
entirely.
on its stomach, I kind of messed that up because I was like in a hurry. So it
Yeah.
turned
That
out,
is true.
eh,
I only gave you guys a
the
week to
stomach
make your
work.
armors, so
And yeah.
And this was a public contest?
it was a TCW pod contest, I believe. So we had about 9 submissions in total.
Yeah, it was.
Other than that, and I don't know how the headpiece is supposed to go. Like, I don't know if you're supposed
It's
to have
just
that kind of like. Yeah, other than that, it's fine. Like the logos on the shoulders are fine, but like the stomach area, this kind of terrifies me.
Yeah.
But other than that, what armor do you use? Like, where do you get your armor from? Like, what do you use? What's your template? And he died
He's dead. That's
from cardiac
not good.
arrest.
You questioned him to death. My God. Anyway, Gambit, what are like? Do you? Oh, actually, he's back now, so
I'm
you can
back.
ask the question. Yeah.
What template do you use for your
What
company's
template?
shit? Yeah.
I use Kai's.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Kai's and
No offense to Kai.
Yeah.
I like Badger. Badger works for me, so I'm biased again. But like, his clone shit looks good, and his things look good. But I also understand because they work for y'all, so that's probably why you used them. I would do this. Like, if Badger didn't work for me, I had a different builder, I would use their armor.
Wait, what do you do in TCW? Are you in TCW at all, Gambit?
Bro, I'm just chilling in TCW. I'm not in TCW.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be a partner eventually. Once I get my shit settled for GEV1.
Right.
That's my role right now. My second in command has a position within TCW. I don't do clans.
Oh, nice. What's their position?
They're a senator. They're Senator Padme.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about then. That's cool.
Yeah.
One last question. This goes for everyone. We'll start with Scythe and make our way down to Gambit. What is your favorite Star Wars armor? It can be Mandalorian, Imperial, Clone Trooper, Old Republic, New Republic, whatever the hell you want. What's your favorite armor? Scythe. We'll start with you.
So don't go to the direct center.
In all of Star Wars, what's your favorite?
All right. Favorite armor, made in Rec Room or not?
No, it can be whatever.
And just in general.
Okay.
It can be
It's
non-canon as well.
definitely Munilist 10.
Munilist 10?
I'm a sucker. Yeah, I'm a sucker for Munilist 10.
Solid choice.
Alpha Arcs are just awesome.
Wonderful.
And I also on the on the M10 uh, lats, they had hornwork, and I thought it was amazing. That hornwork is some of my favorite.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Trap, what about you? What's your favorite Star Wars universe armor?
Honestly, fives. His
Yeah.
helmet
Really?
is so dripped out, man.
Hey, that
I
is
even
cool.
remade a brand new fives. I put
That's
it in
right.
showcase.
Yeah. Can you
Made it
spawn it in real
for,
quick for people to
Rex.
see? Because that is it. Yeah, that's a fire armor.
Even the back. Honestly, my favorite part is just the back, honestly.
Yeah, can you spin it around real
Well,
quick so
it
we can
has, like,
see
the
the...
little-
That's the one part you don't show. I got it.
There we go. Yeah, you got the Kama
Yeah.
printing and everything. That's beautiful. And the back of the helmet. Man, you did that well.
Yeah. That's honestly my favorite armor. I really like his armor. It's really nice.
Gambit, what about you? I assume it's not going to be a clone armor, but what is it?
It's gonna be an Imperial Stormtrooper or the Imperial officer that was battle armor specifically. Down to the helmet, down to like everything. It was perfect. I love that armor.
Right?
This is one of my favorites, and it's really hard to get correct in Rec Room.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
I
imagine
barely
so.
like. Badger has the helmet published in his workshop, so that's like the only way to get that perfect helmet. And then the body template itself is like hard. Like I have a version of it. I don't think I can spawn it in. Hold on, yeah, let me spawn it in. 1 second, I have a shit ton of interventions. The officer I have is not up to date. I can show off a few actually armors. Hold on. Can you see that?
Whoa, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
this.
wow,
Can you see
that's
this perfectly?
amazing.
Do I need move
You
it
could,
anywhere?
if you could like move it over more behind us, that'd work well. But yeah. Oh, that's
Move all the way,
nice.
little boy.
Oh, the combat
Okay.
officer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
it's
combat
nice.
armor. I call it the Imperial Battle Armor. But so this is a character I have made. This was made by. I'm not gonna ask why you're getting fucked by Techno right now, but this was made like randomly by somebody. Like a version of it, the V1, and then I had someone make V2. The officer outfit, this is old as fuck. I have a second one that I got, but I'm not gonna really use it. I like this one, even though it has the issues. But with this one, this is a character called Admiral Ace that is in GEV1 lore. And I plan to have him within GEV1 lore that's like really accurate and not really accurate, I meant really like a strong character when I meant.
Right.
And this is a riot trooper. The body sucks, but the helmet's good. And then this is the officer armor. This is our
There's some
up-to-date one.
clipping on the camera.
Oh, 100%. This one is so old. But this is our up-to-date. The body, at least, is the up-to-date part. But it's so hard to get this body correct. The helmet needs to be switched out for that new helmet that's in Badger's workshop, but I've been lazy to do it. Perhaps I'm doing my fault.
Nice.
But yeah,
That's
For an
cool.
This is
example
only,
of
like- this is old
example
armor.
of the kind of armor I like, it would be definitely this.
Yeah, the Munilus 10 style.
Oh
A
my
lot of
gosh.
people think it's too much, but I just think the nose job on the LAAT on this armor is amazing.
It's fun. It's fun.
Definitely my favorite in all of Star Wars.
Honestly, not something
can
I'd
beat that.
personally wear, like the tiger shark style, but I definitely
Just rip my
appreciate
headphones
for
out,
what it
hold on.
is.
Why did you go so quiet?
Because I ripped my headphones out.
Trauma, are
Did
you
he
there?
die?
Did trauma die?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm
CPR,
here.
CPR.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Oh,
So I guess we can move on to the next portion of our conversation, which is GV. Is that how you pronounce it? GV1?
GEV1.
GEV1. Okay.
Don't worry. Everybody has a hard time spelling it, even though it's the easiest thing ever.
So,
No offense to you. It's just offense to the
no.
others.
Hey, I get that. If you could just give us a rundown of what you guys do, what you guys are, like the whole propaganda shit, spiel, whatever, just like run at it and, tell me all about it.
Like for our backstory and lore and shit, or as a clan aspect.
In all, like if Scythe and Trap, you guys need to behave yourself. Mr. Gambit, our guest here, is
No,
talking.
it was all techno.
Techno. I'm submitting a ticket report after right when I'm done here. Anyway, Gambit, just whatever,
Good idea.
in rec room, out of rec room, like what is GEV1? What is it? If you had to sum it up.
So GEV1, I'm not gonna try to start anything. I'll be family friendly. Not family friendly, but I'll be nice. GEV1 was started by
Okay,
me.
ready?
I'm kidding. But GEV1 was started by me after, I don't think any of you know what GE is, right? Yeah, no.
Grand
Okay.
Empire or something? Galactic Empire?
No,
No?
oh yeah. Yeah, Galactic Empire. But it was one of the first Star Wars clans. So first started the Republic. I'm gonna like really quickly brief this up. First, the Republic, and it was like the first ever clone RP type shit. Did you lag?
No, I'm here.
Oh shit.
Oh,
You lagged for us.
you
Okay.
keep
Oh.
freezing.
The TR was the first Republic clan, and that it's like it was a clan, but it was like also had RP in it. And then after that, what happened was that clan kind of was sucky because Blobfish owned it, and anything that Blobfish owns sucks. So, what you call it? A guy named Darth made GE, and that was the first clan. I was a part of TR up until I was a corporal, and then I just stopped going. But then when G came up, I grinded that shit, and I was a Royal Guard with host. And then after that, I didn't like their leadership either. So there's another guy who's in your clan right now is Anakin Skywalker. I think you probably know who he
Oh
is.
yeah, he's my he's all three of our Jedi General as we're all 501st.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not get to talk too bad about him, but back in the day, he was kind of a cool bird. But he made a clan called VE, and I was just really inspired. And that clan looked so much better than the shithole I was in. So I joined VE, and I started doing raids and shit to GE, and then I got kicked out, lost my health, blah, 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 blah. But I was loyal to VE, and then I was Dirt IC, and then the second IC was a random female that was never on, and it was someone that Anakin was simping for. I'm not going to say anything. I love you, Anakin.
Yep,
I
yep.
respect you, Anakin, but it was just not the right move for me, so I dipped. I took a lot. Took like 90% of the clan with me, and I went to, I started my own ship. And from there, first map came around, second map came around, third map came around, TIN, you probably know them, before they started dying out.
I gotta let you on
They were kind
something.
of growing.
I gotta let you in on something. I was persuaded to get Rec Room specifically for TCW. I've only ever used Rec Room for TCW, so literally the only four clans I know rather, are TCW.
Holy.
I know that FIDR exists. I know that GCR exists, and I know that
Wow,
TGA
you're sure you're
exists.
new.
Yeah, I know, but I've been here for
Wow.
months. I've been here since like March, but like I only pay attention
Yeah.
to TCW because TCW for
Not
life for me.
respectable. I mean, I'm an oldie, and
This guy's
same with the other people.
really, really loyal. Oh.
Yeah,
I'm an oldie, but there's people older than me like that have been in clans.
right. I've just loved, like, as I've learned more. It's like, wow, even though this is a simple game, there's like clan lore, and it goes back years. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting the part where I joined. I was in like the clan second era, and before that was like the first ever clan era when they were like barely building on anything.
Right.
So when I joined, I was just like I was like basically like a newbie, and those people doing that before me though, that they weren't even doing Star Wars clans. They were doing like their own fairy tale lore and shit. But I'm gonna finish up our little summary here.
Yes, please keep going.
Third, fourth, and fifth map was when TIN was growing, the Imperial Navy owned by Fleet, and a lot of people who are watching this probably know who that is. They started growing up with us, and they started helping us out with shit. They're also, for a brief time, there were co's, there were members in the clan, and then falling outs happened sometimes, and we stopped talking. And then around our sixth to fifth map, I started just basically doing shit myself. Running my own shit, and then that's around the time where I started kicking things in the gear. So around their 5th map. It's a really ugly ass map, and I hate it. But I got that commissioned by a whole different builder rather than the average builders you used to have. And then that guy kind of sucked, so I fired him. Well, he left actually, and then Fleet and Dawn left a picture for GEV1 after shortly after that too. And then so it was basically me and then the other commands I had at the time. And from there on, we just kind of kept on pushing on GEV1, and obviously throughout the time, when I was working on GEV1, there and people who are watching this probably know I was adding a lot of random shit for a while. Like there was a regiment called Gambit Troopers, and they were like blue. I kid you not, and they were horrible, and I regret that. And I knew, like Star Wars weren't everything, and I still made that decision, so I really regret that.
Right.
But leadership and maturity right there. It was around when we first started the map, but still. So during this time, I was kind of getting rid of all the mistakes I made throughout my history with like the clan, like regiments, councils, etc. I stopped that for a while, and then we went on break, came back. Then we started pushing back out with our new map, and then went on break again after we saw a massive decline because clans were kind of just dying out in general. And
what time frame are we at? Like what's the like a year right now?
It's hard to tell because the time goes fast, but like I would
Fair.
say around 2021, sometime in April, I guess 2021, around that. It's hard to remember, but. And around January, February, around that, and then we started getting new like people who were not associated with TIN co-owners, because before we had that problem where we had people associated with TIN as co-owners, and they wouldn't put their 100% attention in GEV1. So now we have the 100% attention. So from then on, we started making better changes, and then there was corruption with one of the co-owners. He got removed, and he caused a few issues. He leaked one of our maps. So I had issues with him. A lot of the other members had issues with him. He got removed. Then we got our new second in command or grand visor, Waffle, which is by far the best second in command. I'm not even saying that because she's in the position. She knows what she's doing. She has her flaws, but other than that, she's really good. Everybody has their flaws though, including me. Nobody's perfect, but she's doing amazing. And we're on our 7th era map. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 7th. And from this part, we've seen from the start of this map, we've seen decline, we've seen rise, decline, and then right now we're like in the middle because we're not really recruiting anymore. We're kind of like pause the clan for a little bit because before we would come back for a little bit and then pause the clan, come back for a little bit and pause the clan. So right now we're paused, but we're coming back within this month with a RP destroyer, kind of like what you guys do, and that's where I got the inspiration from. And every time I do something TCW,
one of my friends,
Fly?
dude, he would start up a military, then it was like starts blowing up. 2 weeks later, closes down. Completely.
Well, it was different for us, really. We would have a good few months, and then it would just die completely. This desert.
Oh. All right.
So we wouldn't just be like 2 weeks. We would be like 3 months. Really good at things, recruiting. But also the problem back then was we didn't have community-based events. We didn't do missions. That was really like not a lot of people did that. We just recruit. Because that was the norm for a while.
At all?
No, you guys, what Rex is doing is just changing like everything. It's like when GCR started doing that, like then it started getting noticed, and then like I know a lot of times Cheyenne didn't do it, and I think it's hard to say all the clans that were before that because all of them are dead now, but a lot of them, they didn't do that much stuff, and there's a few ones who are still kind of around who do that stuff, and that's what keeps your community alive. And it took me this long to realize that, and it helped from TCW looking at that you have to be active within your community to do that stuff. But right now we're in the process of, we have the problem also that a lot of our stuff is not canon, like we'll just throw anything in there. And it's not a bad thing to do that. And
no, not at all. In fact, that can actually be like really good for creativity and like, just say, hey, our clan, we do crazy shit. You want to come be a clone trooper and a Imperial Era? I don't know if that's how you guys do it, but it's like it opens up more doors for opportunities for people.
Yeah, but that was also like doing that also was having issues with the discipline, all that shit. So I kind of one day realized that we needed to start like organizing shit better, more at least more canon, and or just more aligned with Star Wars because a lot of stuff we were doing was just random shit. So I got rid of most of the shit that was just like not at all connected. We still have a few custom things. Like I have my own custom regiment, custom unit, and like we have a few custom fan main units by the Star Wars community in general. Like we have Division 0, 228, and 22nd Legion. Like those are like the 4 customs I can think of off the head. But everything else is either in canon or in Legends. And then our lore is custom made because I work on my own comic series, so and I have a character I like to use uniquely. I don't like Palpatine, and I don't feel like being a wrinkly old bastard.
Right.
So,
Or space Nazis.
I agree.
So no, we're still space Nazis. Don't get that wrong.
Okay.
But we're more in the lore when it comes out. We're seen as more interesting than the standard Palpatine and Imperial and the Sith and
Right.
Because I'm combining 2 different universes in a way, but I'm making sure that it sticks to the uniqueness of Star Wars and does not affect that too much. And so like a lot of the operations we have been recently doing, like we did one with kidnapping, where one of our operations just so we could start getting the community back together as we wait for the RP Destroyer to be finished. One of the things is we went in the ship and we raided it, and it was our first ever, like first real mission. Like we did missions before, but it was our first real RP mission. So it was kind of rusty, but the second one we did was good. But in this one, basically, the rebels took over the Star Destroyer, and then at the end we hinted at a lore character, and then our job was basically to capture them, either kill the hostiles or take back some for execution and interrogating. And then after that, what we did was kind of not a Blackwing event, because I remember when I was doing it, Blade was one of the head people helping it doing it with me, but it was more of the people have been abandoned out in space, and they have no food. So they're eating people, they're eating humans, they're eating each other, and they're going chaotic. And Kawazi,
I'm like hearing out a movie on words, man. Holy.
For real.
Well, that's what I try to do.
Right?
Every operation I try to do. I like to have canon, but I also like to create my own shit. And what Quasi did, he did this so good. And shout out to you, Quasi. He legit was he was like a random stormtrooper, and he had a piece of the wall he grabbed. Like he made a random piece of made a random piece of cardboard or whatever, and he pretended that was a random piece of the wall. And then he had a random stick, a random pipe, and he was just beating other stormtroopers that were there injured, like because they were eating each other. So he was one of the people going crazy. And our job was to arrest them. Our job, like it was like I'm telling you, like, and I have 5 more RP events, operations planned out, and I'm still planning them out. And like I want to make sure that whenever we do something, it's unique, and it's also like not too crazy.
Right.
And before I had that issue where I was just too crazy, I was too non-canon, and I feel like that we fixed that, and that also like when we have our troopers, we will have discipline so much better, because now I'm adding in the Imperial Academy, and no other clan. TIN has tried this, but they have the issue of they want to be 100% canon to every single thing, and I'm just realizing that now that it's so hard to do that, even if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like being unique is so much better than just following someone else's rule books. So we're having we're going to have the Imperial Academy, the Naval Academy, and then the Sky Strike Academy, and then the Royal Guard Academy. Oh, then the Guard Academy. We call it the Guard Academy.
Awesome.
Not really the Royal Guard Academy. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. Personally, I have not had the best history, because I start beef with anybody. If you piss me off, I start beef with you. And because I keep the GEV1 shit aside, though. Like, my clan is my own organization, and myself is myself. So I would, you probably know a Volker. At least you heard of a Volker, right? What, you both? Wow, you all are really noobs. I'm just talking to the audience at this point.
So you on
Yeah, bro, I got no idea. I got no idea about your history. I don't even know you.
bro,
Nah,
he's
that's
just been
good.
spilling
I
his
won't
entire
know
history
anything.
in front of you. Have you not been paying attention?
Oh God, did we nearly?
I almost fell asleep, bro.
No, you're good.
Nah.
That's fine.
Uh-oh. Something's gonna go
But
down.
what you call it?
Oh, it's just. Oh.
So you like to keep your personal
sitting on the
life and your
floor, bro.
business
My
life
back is-
separate.
Yeah, that's for everything I
Yeah.
do. My art, my comics, everything. I keep. When I get political on YouTube, it's my own shit.
Right.
It's my own thing.
right.
I'm not doing it for GEV1. I'm doing it for me and the people I'm targeting.
Awesome, awesome.
Rogue
So,
One's the best Star Wars movie.
and Rex has helped me with my shit before too. That's why I respect Rex and some of the people in TCW that have helped me with it, like Big Man, Rex. I'm not gonna shout out anymore because I feel like the Ox will get in trouble. But those
Wait,
two
what
especially.
happened?
No, nothing bad. They just help me with my videos sometimes.
Oh, what
Yeah,
do you
'cause
guys
I
videos
make-
about?
I make videos about anything, but I mainly, from a while, my videos will be Rec Room rants, and that's what they're called. And I basically make rants on other clan leaders that can't do their job correctly. So Mystery, old guy named Evoker. I have a few in the chamber, and I also I'm introducing a new type of things to my shit where I'm not trying to ramble on. I'm sorry. It's just tell me if I'm rambling. by
No,
the
you're
way.
fine. We got time
But
to fill.
what should I call it? I'm working on a new series talking about clans because clans, like, I'm kind of becoming half a clan, half a community. Because I'm going to still be a participant in the clan community, but what I see with TCW is that they're more RP, if anything. And well, you guys still do clan and you guys still recruit people, but, like, you guys are not going to war. You guys are not, like,
No,
having beef with
no.
people. No,
TCW
exactly.
tries to stay
And-
out of like Rec Room clan stuff. Like, sure, I'm aware. Like,
Oh.
some people get into that, right? It's like they'll go over to other clans and they'll say it's like, yeah, we're TCW, but for the most part, TCW likes to stay relatively isolated as its own thing.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, we
I
do,
mean,
like,
I run my
missions
mouth.
once a month, man.
I run my mouth, but I still like. I run my mouth, but unless you disrespected the clan in any type of way, that's the only way to really start shit. And I don't even like going to war or anything like that. I think like it's kind of useless. Just all that idiotic shit.
Right.
But like a lot of people though, the people I hang around with in the clan community, like TCW. I kind of hang around TCW people to be honest, but what you call it? Because like every other clan is just like so toxic. Like especially the people in it. A lot of
I
them.
know, right?
It is weird. I mean, to be fair, TCW does have its fair share of
TGCI.
problems. But TCW is, like, for the most
Oh.
part, I've found TCW to be
No.
very welcoming and, like, a pretty good
Every
place to
clan will
be.
have its own problems. I'll have my own problems. TCW will
Right,
have its own
right.
problems.
The
But
only
I love
thing that has
TCW
to stop
for
is TV
everything it
is
does.
Scum Senpai RDM, man. Holy.
And also with Rex is that he's gonna make mistakes in his clan career, and he's gonna have to get over it. And unless they're really big mistakes, it's not the end of the world. And that's like what I try to kind of like, I don't try to mentor him, but like I also like want him to know that if he ever needs a mentor, I'm always there. Cause
That's awesome. That's awesome.
like, yeah, cause I fuck with the guy. Like I love
So,
Rex.
so are you kind of like the
And I'm always
grandpa?
there for him.
Are you kind of like the grandpa of TCW?
Until we get our close alliance settled,
Grandpa.
no. But once I am, yeah. But right now, I am Rex's stepdaughter, actually. I think, or
Wait, is that
daughter-in-law
you?
in
Whoa.
the Discord.
Is that you?
Yeah,
What?
that's me.
Daughter-in-law?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't know
okay.
that?
No, I didn't, bro. I didn't.
No.
No, that's me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. So
Sorry if I
question.
screamed at you.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Trap, Scythe, do you guys have any questions for Gambit and GEV1?
I already asked. Mom.
I've seen GV1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I've seen it, I've heard about it a little bit. I haven't heard about it like a ton, but I've seen it on the event page a couple of times. Might have to check it out.
Yeah. That's we're gonna be cutting back on our events because before we would do every day and we would have that consistent cycle that we used to back in the day, but now we're kind of cutting shit back and we're becoming more RP. So that's what we're trying to appeal to, like more RP people, more people who are interested in the actual community aspect rather than clan chaos. Because we kind of like we're gonna still be associated with that, especially me, because I'm gonna still have beef with people, but I'm not gonna be going to war with clans. Like I can't really say what I'm gonna be doing in the clan community with my clan because it's classified, but it's gonna be something very small and unnoticeable, to be honest. And other than that, we're just gonna be a community hanging out and just being homies.
Wonderful, wonderful. Next question's for you, Gambit. You're obviously not you take a lot of pride in GEV1, and you're not like an enlisted in TCW. So, as an outsider, what is your like view or thoughts towards TCW?
I think it's probably single-handedly one of the best new gen clans I've ever seen, and it has inspired clan leaders like me to do shit. And I like ECR, but when you have overpopulation like that, it's hard to manage because that's what they kind of have. And like, no disrespect to Artemis at all. I respect Artemis, but like, it's very overpopulated, and which is not a bad thing. That means you have a good clan, but like also at the same time, like, does that mean you have a good clan? Like, it just kind of depends on what your core, like what your values are, what you're like doing in the clan, and everything. And I feel like smaller base clans, like I wouldn't mind having a decently sized clan, but like I have 900 members, but like I kind of like the smaller community based shit when you're in with the community rather than just having larger number.
What you need is honestly just a active community. Yeah, you don't really need all that population. You don't need like 1,000 people in your clan. Just like only be like 3 people that's like comes to an event.
Clans like OM,
So
very military, all that shit. They're kind of just like, yes, they're clans, but they're more of a money type of thing at that point. They still do OM do community shit, but I can't say for the rest of them. That's like the only actual like non-Star Wars clan that actually see the community shit. The rest, I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not gonna shit fall at you, but also I don't see it like that. You know, like I kind of like always saw like if I get money from GEV1, I get money. Like I'm gonna like still have similar things like donations and all that stuff.
Right.
But like I'm not gonna fucking hold my clan hostage with money for money.
TCW kind of has a funny money making system, kind of on our ground base that we have a separatist outpost, and the separatist outpost raiders can go there and buy guns, like rail guns and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But all the money they spend on the rail guns goes straight to Rex. So anytime people buy weapons,
and
it's just
it's just a split, honestly. It doesn't
it
goes to the co-owners.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Me and my second in command, we have a 50-50 split. That's because I get money from t-shirts only.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
We have 50-50 split, but I'm getting technically 75 to 50 because if you buy a t-shirt in the shop that we have, it's going to me. Right. It's only going to me. It's not going to anybody else.
That's cool.
So that's why I said I understood that once you requested 50-50. I was first hesitant at first, but I understood that like it's kind of fair because I did not know that they did not split it. But yeah.
Well,
also,
how do you make the shirts?
What?
How do you make the shirts?
I don't use a shirt printer. I just use auto drawer. I put it on a file on my computer and it just auto draws.
Oh.
I do simple shit. I don't do complex shit because I want to do complex shit. But yeah, I'm also very when it comes to the clan community, I am very diplomatic. So I do like have debates with clans and not clans, but like people and shit. Also, and I have opinions on clans. So yeah.
Nice.
Probably different.
Well, that's all the topics I really had to talk about. So if you guys want to go into anything else, whatever, like, just, I don't know, don't go political, I guess. You can talk about whatever the hell
I want to
you
go too political.
Jesus Christ, I just don't.
More clan political. I'm more clan political than anything. Okay. I don't care what's happening.
I will start, though, with a Trap and Scythe because I'll start with them. So, do you guys have anything you want to talk about, like TCW, out of Star Wars, whatever the hell you want to talk about?
No, well, I don't know what sites.
Yeah. I think I just had this on my mind, but I think when it comes to Star Wars TV shows, Bad Batch is an underrated one. A lot of people shit on it. I really like it.
I've not heard a single person talk trash.
Nobody
about
shits on Bad Batch.
What are you talking about, dude? You're all by yourself on this one. You're by yourself on this
God.
one. No.
I like Bad Batch, and I haven't even watched the Clone
I'm
Wars.
still gonna stand.
Yeah, bro.
Bad Batch.
I like Bad Batch.
Okay, my personal opinion, Omega should have died in this first season. But,
Agreed.
She's annoying.
Although, who knows? Maybe it's gonna be
Little
like an
bitch.
Ahsoka thing where everyone hates her at
I don't
first
have
and then we
a
love her.
grudge against anybody, man.
But Bad Batch isn't bad. It's good. It has its good moments.
No spoils second season.
I think,
I have not watched
honestly,
it.
I was about to spoil it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'll do shit. I already
yeah,
know
watch
good
second
amount of stuff that happens because TikTok. I will. I also haven't watched Andor, and that's more of an Imperial show.
Well, if you guys know the ending, I think it's gonna be like an Echo situation.
Oh wait. I can't wait for Commander Wolf in season 3. It was.
Oh
officially announced that
yeah,
it'll
that's
be
gonna
there.
be good. That's gonna be good.
Is season 3 the last one?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Coming out next year, I think. Or 2020, I
Don't worry,
can't
man.
remember.
Oh,
I'm not trying to hate on it, but
Pass,
I just
pass.
a thing.
Huh?
You know what's crazy, actually?
Really
I can actually say this. In GEV1 lore, how I'm writing it, the events that happen on the secret training facility still happen, but, what you call it, Camino is, in GEV1 lore, doesn't actually blow up,
Well, that's
so it
nice.
survives. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
always
could
like
have just
Camino.
spoiled it for someone in the audience. Uh-oh.
Oh. Don't watch Bad Batch. I'm kidding. I don't know why I said that.
Okay, so another thing I do want to talk about, while we're on the topic of Star Wars shows, have you guys been keeping up with much of the Ahsoka show trailers and whatnot?
I saw the
Um,
other one, but
I love Star Wars, but sometimes when it comes to these things, I can kind of predict them. I don't think the Ahsoka show is going to be as good as people are hyping it.
Is it a Ahsoka show or a movie?
A show. It's gonna be a TV
Show.
show.
Because,
Oh my God.
like, you know how badly people hyped up, I mean, this could just be me, but, like, Tales of the Jedi, that show was kind of iffy.
yeah.
They
Wasn't
killed
the
off
greatest.
one of the best looking characters the first 10 seconds.
That is
My
true.
favorite part about it was...
Oh my gosh! I don't know if we've had. I think we've had this discussion before.
What happened?
No character development.
My favorite part about Tales of the Jedi was
I'm
definitely
lost. What
seeing
happened?
Count Dooku.
Oh yeah, Count Dooku.
Oh,
our
Okay,
favorite.
Count
Jedi.
Dooku's I guess cool.
But yeah,
That was amazing.
Dave Filoni has a track record of bringing in the most badass looking characters you've ever seen, only to kill them off seconds later. Or never show them again for that matter.
He has no name. He's just unknown inquisitor. Is nothing. Nothing. And I want something, but there's nothing.
Savage Press. That was a
That
bad
was
call.
not Savat. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis?
Dave Filoni kills off characters.
Yeah.
Especially the
Oh,
good ones.
Willis.
But that's okay. Savage killed off my favorite character, so we're good.
Oh shoot! Oh, Commander Trump, dude. Why do they run into that instead of falling
Okay,
back?
I
They just go in the
actually-
front?
Okay, I actually rewatched the episode. Like, I rewatched that part to understand his thinking. And if you watch closely, all his other clone troopers are blocking his vision, so he doesn't know where Savage Opress is. So, like, from his point of view, all he sees are his clone troopers' backs. So when he gets down to kneel, like, you know, like it's like you'll kneel down to shoot so you have more
But doesn't-
stability. Like, when he gets
Wait,
down,
doesn't he? Oh, doesn't he see the other clones getting slammed to the sides?
I guess so, but like you know, I don't know. Commander Trauma died because he had negative plot armor and Savage Repress needed character development. So it was a waste of a cool armor. That's all I'm gonna say. Like
Yeah.
like
They all look
the
so
only
cool.
reason I like Commander Trauma so much is because of his armor. Like there are a ton more characters that I like more because of their character, but I love Commander Trauma's armor. So that's all.
I got
But
a
yeah.
question. What's all of you guys' favorite episode of the Clone Wars?
Oh, episode or
Oh.
arc?
Fell out.
Because if we do
Yeah,
specific,
Yeah, I feel like
Just
Arc's a
episode.
better question. Arc.
For me, it's
Honestly,
episodes.
Trooper,
I only
oh,
watched like
like-
4.
I like whenever Domino Squad went into Citadel. I love that.
You want to get ready
episode.
to hate me?
What?
The only times I've watched Clone Wars is to research something Imperial.
And I think I'm gonna have to leave. I can't.
That's
I can't.
I'm gonna watch it eventually, but
the
like,
first few seasons are a little rough, but it gets better the further you go.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
Personally-
friend. He's not watching it because he wants to get to the good parts, but he can't get to the good parts if he doesn't watch through it.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Personally,
Yeah.
the final arc is the best arc. Like I know that's kind of obvious, but the Siege of Mandalore is just Siege of
They
Mandalore
waited
is
that long to
beautiful.
put an ending into the show.
It was so good though. It was so well
It was
done.
meant to go on a lot longer, but Disney cut it off.
Could you imagine how much cooler it would have been if we got like 12 seasons of the Clone Wars?
We were supposed to get 40 more episodes. Boba Fett
Yeah, and
had
then they
Bane
started
arc,
cutting it.
a Darth Maul escaping Palpatine arc,
Yeah, that was
and
kind of
something
needed.
else.
They cut so much shit
Yeah, because-
Disney.
Because we don't know how he escapes. He just makes it back to Mandalore.
Right.
Without Palpatine on him anymore. It just doesn't make any
It's like
sense.
it's like
Star Wars
There's a lot
good
of gaps.
Star Wars is good at making the
I mean-
scenarios, and then they don't fill in the gaps.
like whatchamacallit, Solo at the end, Darth Maul again is leading a crime syndicate. Next we see him in
Yeah,
Rebels.
he just says,
Next we see him in Rebels and
Then
he's like
Darth Maul.
stuck on Malachor. It's like, wait, what happened?
you know what would have made fucking sense if we didn't have the shitty fucking 3 movies we got, and we actually had the planned shit that we were supposed to get.
Ah, if we got the planned stuff. If we got the planned stuff.
Oh.
The Empire would have sold at least a little bit more details. I would have got. Instead, we got fucking Rey.
Well, it's not even just
That's
okay.
Ray-
It's not even
Ray's
just
terrible.
Rey that's the
Ray's
problem.
terrible.
Okay, here's my opinion. Rey's not the problem. It's the fact it's everything else that's the problem. Because Rey as a character wouldn't
just-
have been as bad if they didn't do everything else that was so bad. Like, number one, the First Order and the Starkiller base just like makes the it just makes the Death Star and the Empire.
The First
obsolete.
Order.
Literally a
Dude.
rerun of the original trilogy,
Yeah.
except higher tech.
That's what it is. That's legit what it is. The first 2
Like-
movies are legit a rerun. It's just so fucking sad. It's a rerun
then-
with extra
and then-
shit.
What Disney does best, bring characters back to life.
Oh my
Palpatine
Okay,
sitting
okay.
on his
Palpatine
medical
coming
chair.
back. That was cold. That was cold. I'm not gonna lie. It was cold,
Yeah.
but it didn't. It wasn't good for the
You-
The
story.
fact
okay,
that
okay.
Ray could heal people.
I love
like-
that scene at the end where I forgot his name.
Okay.
Kylo
He
Ren?
came with a lot of reinforcements. No, I did not say Kylo,
Oh,
bro.
Lando
It was like
Calrissian!
Oh.
Yeah, when he came with the reinforcements.
They just came- yeah, they came on
That
the
was the
bring-
best part. The
For each
space battle was
season,
the
they
best
brought
part.
back new characters.
Okay.
Except-
Okay,
Except
no,
for the
no.
fact that the Star Destroyers had Death Star beams.
Okay, that was
Okay,
that was
listen.
too much.
Have y'all
Yeah.
listen? Have y'all watched Endgame from
Yeah.
Avengers? Have
Yeah.
y'all watched that?
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay, listen to this. And when I explain this to people, they're blown away usually. Okay, you notice how at the beginning of that they just suffered a big ass tragedy
Uh-huh.
at the beginning of Endgame.
Oh
Same
yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Same thing in the last one. Then they have to go look for fucking stones. What do? They start looking for the Sith fucking things.
Right.
Clicking,
Yeah.
and then towards the end,
the Sith hologram.
they have a bit, and then they have a
Wayfinder.
big ass battle. Listen. They have a big ass battle with everybody else to fight one big guy. Does that sound familiar?
It does, actually.
Endgame.
See, that's why Disney kind of, how do I say this? Sucks ass.
In my eyes, they copied and pasted.
Disney kind of...
There's extra details.
In a very blunt way, Disney fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Being blunt.
Yeah.
And they're trying to
Bad
review them.
Batch is the only thing they didn't mess up.
Dave
They're
Filoni.
trying to repair them.
Dave
right?
Filoni is trying to put the franchise on his back and fix Disney's mistakes, like with everything. Because like all of the shows he's doing, like Mandalorian and the Ahsoka show, are just leading up to the sequels trilogy, so he can get it fixed.
Hold on.
Also, one other thing I wanted to say. The best way... the sequels are fun to watch, and here's the best way to watch them. Just imagine you're not watching a Star Wars movie, and you're just watching some cool sci-fi movie. And that's the best way to watch the sequels.
You want to know what's the best way to
now
watch
that
them?
actually sounds like it
With
would
the
be
TV
fun to
off.
watch. Now
Right?
it sounds like
Like,
it would be fun.
just put aside the fact that it's supposed to be Star Wars, and it's a really fun time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is, but like, I like story when it comes to my shit.
Right.
So, and it has no story.
If you ignore the fact that this thing was supposed to be the hype point of a whole multi-generational masterpiece, then it's fun.
They just like, they just ruined something that was good.
Honestly,
Like,
though,
it was supposed to be.
I'm hoping they can pull like how the Clone Wars improved the prequels. I'm hoping they can do something like that. I don't know how you fix the fact.
What they're doing right now is what I'm seeing is that they're trying to add like some shit that was in the script before. So now they're having Thrawn because he was probably gonna be one of the Imperial Warlords.
God, I'm so
Yeah,
hyped for
dude.
that.
Yeah, and then maybe Darth they're just kind of like trying to pitch everything back together, and it's so retarded. It's so stupid. Like, it's just like you should have just listened to George. You know what the fuck he was talking about.
Right.
He made his series. There's not listening to the artist.
Well, we're almost out of
Casual
time.
Corporate shit.
We're almost out of time. So if you guys have anything else you want to wrap up before we close out the podcast, now's your time.
I don't like the TCW ground base. I like the Venator more.
Yeah, I was gonna tell
Whoa.
Rest I'm gonna remake
Whoa.
it, bro, but
Whoa,
he still
man.
wanted it, man.
I'm sorry, no
you-
disrespect.
You just said that
No
in front of the
disrespect.
builder. You
I
just said
know.
that in front of the
I'm
builder.
not dumb. I'm not dumb.
I don't care.
I thought even that you built
to
it.
make it better, but there's just so many empty gaps. There's so many empty spaces in that ground base.
Okay, the
That's
builder
my
agrees
only.
with
That's
you.
mainly my only issue. That's mainly
Yeah.
my only issue.
So Trap,
But
for the
I'm
record,
implement-
for the record, and for the people
Yeah, you're
watching,
good.
can we expect a ground-based rework anytime soon?
I'm not saying.
Damn it!
I don't know.
Damn it! I tried, guys. I'm sorry.
He's controlled. He's controlled.
I've talked to Vin
No, don't
about
worry.
it, so only he knows.
Scythe.
With my builders, I'm kind of like
Just
I'm
like
kind
that.
of like
I just get
a dictator
Uh-huh.
I just
said
get that
what?
inside
because
game.
I want to make sure that we make really good maps. And if we don't release really good maps,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So not fire, but I get on them about it. This is what makes
Honestly, I
them.
gotta wait. Dude, I'm making an ink limit room. I'm just gonna like make missions. They're gonna be insane. I'm coming with one right up. It's gonna be really, really big.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
It's based off a movie.
Oh,
Nice.
it better be a Star Wars movie. Okay.
Nah, we're bringing Avengers
I'm like,
into
it's pretty
Star
good
Wars.
movie.
Pretty good
Let's
movie.
go.
Pretty good movie.
The most ambitious
Yeah.
crossover of all time. Anyway, we're all out of time for today, guys. Scythe, Trap,
Shout out
Gambit.
to Angel. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. The fucking my mom. All that shit.
Thank you.
Shout
Shout
out
out to my
anything?
house. Shout out to my country boys. Shout out to my DC-15. Yeah, I really
Shout
I'll
out
play
to
him
my
on the podcast
dog.
again.
Shout out to
If
my
y'all like me,
kitty
say it in the
cat.
comments.
Shout out to R6. Big shout out to R6.
Shout out
Um,
to Trauma's mustache.
Shout out to Shout out to Rec Room for making this possible. Shout out to Trauma for
I'm kidding.
recording this. Shout out for that W mustache.
W.
You should put an outro, bro. Some like
Outro?
cringy outro that used to be like
Cringy
Yeah,
outro?
like-
Okay, okay.
And then TCW.
On a real note,
more.
on a real note, real quick. If I do get invited back, I hope to do this shit with Padme, like Waffle, Rex, and Big Man, and obviously you, because I think they'll be. Because we're probably gonna have more interesting talks. Not saying you guys aren't interesting. You guys are so fun, but I want to have big boy talks with the big boys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
I think
No, I
I
love
need
you.
it
Thank
now.
you guys for listening. Have a great night,
Well,
day, whatever the hell you're at.
Alright.
Take care, guys. We'll see
Techno
you
says
around.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.